Ever feel like you're stuck on a treadmill instead of, actually moving forward?
Okay.
Like life's throwing all these curveballs and you're just trying to keep up. Well, you're definitely not alone.
Not at all.
And it sounds like you're ready to not just survive, but actually grow from all those challenges, which is really what this deep dive is all about.
Yeah.
We're taking a deep dive into fearless growth,
Lovely.
and we're going to unpack what makes someone truly resilient, able to bounce back from pretty much anything.
It's funny you say bounce back because the book kind of flicks the script on that whole idea.
Oh, how so?
It's not about, like, dodging the tough stuff.
Yeah.
Because who can really do that?
Right.
Right.
Right. That's not really realistic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's more about, like, using those challenges to move you forward.
Okay, so using them as fuel.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's about embracing the detours, not just trying to avoid them.
Okay, I like that. So one of the things that really jumped out from your notes was this idea of growth mindset.
Oh, absolutely.
And how crucial that is to, this whole bouncing back thing.
Yeah, for sure.
So can you tell me more about that? What makes it so essential for resilience?
Sure. Okay, so imagine this. You're handed this jigsaw puzzle, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's unlike any puzzle you've ever seen.
Okay.
There's no picture on the box.
Oh.
The pieces are all weird shapes and sizes.
Yeah.
Do you immediately think, I'm terrible at puzzles?
Yeah.
I'm just going to give up? Or does it kind of spark your curiosity?
It depends on the day, I guess, right?
Yeah, true.
Sometimes you're up for the challenge, sometimes you're not.
Right. But that curiosity, that drive to figure it out, even though it's tough, that's the growth mindset.
Okay.
That's what resilience thrives on.
So it's about really leaning into the challenge rather than shying away from it.
Exactly. It's like saying challenge accepted.
Yeah, I like that. Instead of throwing your hands up and saying, I give up.
Yeah.
But, it's easy to say that, right?
Yeah.
But how do we actually cultivate this mindset, especially when we're facing setbacks and it feels like everything's going wrong?
Right.
What are some practical tips?
Yeah. Well, the book actually gives a really cool exercise for this. It's called the silver lining.
Okay.
And basically, instead of focusing on what went wrong, you actively look for 3 positive outcomes or lessons from that situation.
So even if it feels like a complete and utter disaster, there's always something to be learned.
Always.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, it's about reframing those so-called failures.
Right.
So think about a recent time when things didn't go as planned.
Okay.
It could be anything, a work project, a personal goal, a relationship. Now, take a moment to think. What's one unexpected opportunity or insight that came from that experience?
Oh, that's good.
Right? You might have to dig a little bit, but it's there.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's you flexing those resilience muscles.
Yeah, I like that. It's about finding the hidden gems in those quote-unquote failures.
Exactly.
Because they're not really failures if we learn something, right?
Right. They're just opportunities for growth.
Opportunities for growth. I like that.
Yeah.
But, sometimes it's not just the external situations that are tough.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's that inner critic.
Oh, tell me about it.
That voice in our head that just beats us up.
Worst.
And the book touches on self-compassion, which I think is so important and something that we could all, use a little bit more of.
Oh, 100%.
So how does that play into building resilience?
Well, think about it. We're usually so much kinder to our friends when they're going through a tough time, right? Than we are to ourselves.
Oh, for sure.
We'd never say the things to them that we say to ourselves in our own heads.
Right, ever.
And so fearless growth reminds us that beating ourselves up, it doesn't help.
Right. It doesn't serve anyone.
It just makes it harder to bounce back. It's essential to treat ourselves with that same understanding and encouragement that we would offer a friend.
It's about being on our own team.
Yes.
Instead of our own worst enemy.
Exactly. Be your own best friend.
Okay, I love that.
Right.
Now, there's another point that you highlighted that I found really fascinating, and that was the idea of flexibility.
Oh, interesting.
And how that ties into resilience.
Yeah.
Can you unpack that a little bit?
Sure. Well, life is full of surprises, isn't it?
That's one thing you can count on.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And sometimes those surprises just throw our carefully crafted plans right out the window.
Oh, all the time.
But here's the thing. Flexibility isn't about giving up. It's about being able to adjust, find a new route when the old one is blocked.
Oh, okay.
So that adaptability, that's pure resilience in action.
Okay, so it's less about having a rigid plan.
Yeah.
And more about being resourceful and adaptable when things inevitably change.
Exactly, you got it.
Okay, I love that. Now, let's talk about some practical tools that we can use to actually build resilience on a daily basis.
Yeah, totally.
Because it's one thing to talk about it,
Right.
but how do we actually make it happen? You highlighted a few key takeaways from the book, so let's dive into those.
Yeah, well, one of the most powerful things, and it sounds so simple, but it's gratitude.
Okay.
Even when things feel really tough, taking a moment to appreciate the good things, no matter how small they are,
Right.
can totally shift our entire perspective.
Yeah, it's like hitting the reset button on our outlook.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like a palate cleanser.
Yes, I love that analogy.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so gratitude, that's a good one.
Yeah. Simple but powerful.
What else? What else can we do?
Another one, and this kind of goes hand in hand with gratitude,
Okay.
is mindfulness.
Okay, mindfulness.
Have you ever noticed how often our minds are just racing?
Oh, all the time.
Thinking about the past, worrying about the future,
Yes.
and we're missing out on what's happening right now.
Yes. It's like we're never really present.
Right.
We're always somewhere else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So mindfulness is about bringing our focus back to the present moment.
Okay.
And when we're grounded in the present, it's a lot easier to approach challenges with a calmer, clearer mind.
Yeah, because that's when we can actually think clearly
Right.
and
That's-
problem
yeah.
solve and all that good stuff.
Exactly, yeah, when we're not caught up in all the what-ifs and the shoulda-dones.
Right. It's like that saying, worry is like paying interest on a debt you may not even owe.
Yes.
I love that. Right. Like, why are we stressing about something that
Right, might not even happen.
might not even
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so gratitude, mindfulness, awesome.
Good.
Good. What else?
Okay, this one's a little bit tougher. But sometimes building resilience means letting go.
Letting go.
Yeah,
Of what?
of the things that we can't control,
Oh, okay.
right? Because how much energy do we waste on things that we have absolutely no power over?
A lot. Probably way too much.
Right. Holding on to anger, frustration, resentment, it doesn't do anything except weigh us down.
Yeah, it's like carrying around a backpack full of rocks.
Yes, exactly. So fearless growth encourages us to just release what we can't change
Okay.
and redirect that energy towards the things that we can weigh.
Okay, so it's about being very intentional with where we're focusing our energy.
Exactly.
Okay, got it. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And sometimes that takes practice, right?
Oh, for sure. It's a skill.
Yeah.
It's something you have to work at, just like anything else.
And I think, too, sometimes we need a little help with that, right?
Absolutely.
And you highlighted the importance of a support system
Yeah.
in your notes. So can you tell me a little bit more about that? How does that play a role?
Well, we as humans, we're not meant to go through things alone.
Right.
We're social creatures.
Yeah.
We thrive in connection.
Yeah.
And so fearless growth really emphasizes the power of surrounding yourself
Yeah.
with people who lift you up, who remind you of your strength, especially when you forget.
Yeah.
Those people who just get you.
Right.
Having those voices, those supportive voices in your corner, it makes a world of difference.
Yeah, it's like having a team of cheerleaders,
Yes.
but who also give really good advice.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
So gratitude, mindfulness, letting go, and building a strong support system.
Those are some of the key ingredients for
Oh,
resilience.
I love it.
Yeah.
There's a quote that I really love. It's by Steve Maraboli.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it really sums up this whole idea of resilience.
Okay, what is it?
He says, "Life doesn't get easier or more forgiving. We get stronger and more resilient."
Ooh, I like that.
Right.
It's so true.
It's not that the challenges go away,
Right.
but we become better equipped to handle them.
Yes, exactly. We gain the strength, the wisdom, the experience.
Right. And we can approach them with more confidence.
More grace, more confidence.
Yeah, more grace, for
Yeah.
sure. It's about embracing the journey, knowing that every challenge, every setback, it's all part of the process.
It's shaping us.
Yeah, it's shaping us into the most resilient versions of ourselves.
Love that.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about.
Exactly. Keep exploring, keep learning, keep that growth mindset burning bright.
Yes, love it. You got this.
You got this.